Boy, John Kasich has an ad out now. I'm not sure if it's from him or from a super PAC or billionaire or whatever. Apparently, Donald Trump is all paranoid. Well, maybe he's not paranoid. I mean, sometimes they really are out to get you. That the Republicans are going to start ganging up on him. This looks to me like the beginning of the gang. Colonel Thom Moe, M-O-E, is a U.S. Air Force Vietnam prisoner of war, a veteran. And he voices this spot that shows a whole bunch of pictures of Donald Trump. But basically, he's just... Remember Pastor Niemöller? Pastor Niemöller was the Lutheran, as I recall, or Protestant in any case, pastor in Germany in the 1940s or 30s, late 30s, who wrote, first they came for the trade unionists, and I was not a trade unionist, so I did not pay attention. And I'm paraphrasing from memory here. I'm probably getting this wrong. Then they came for the communists, and I was not a communist, so I didn't care. Then they came for the gypsies or the gays, and I wasn't a gypsy or a gay, and I didn't care. And then they came for the Jews, and I wasn't Jewish, so I didn't care. And then they came for the churchmen, and there was no one left to stand for me. Words to that effect. He was a pastor. That was Pastor Niemöller. So here is Colonel Thom Moe in a new ad from John Kasich talking about Donald Trump, paraphrasing this famous, iconic quote from Pastor Niemöller. Here it is.
I would like anyone who is listening to consider some thoughts that I paraphrase from the words of German pastor Martin Niemöller. You might not care if Donald Trump says Muslims must register with their government because you're not one. And you might not care if Donald Trump says he's going to round up all the Hispanic immigrants because you're not one. And you might not care if Donald Trump says it's okay to rough up black protesters because you're not one. And you might not care if Donald Trump wants to suppress journalists because you're not one. But think about this. If he keeps going and he actually becomes president, he might just get around to you. And you better hope that there's someone left to help you.
Paid for by Kasich for America. This is actually paid for with hard money from the Kasich campaign. You better hope there's somebody out there, watching out for you. And it's unfortunate that his voice kind of dropped where he said, "Because you're not one." The first couple times, it took me listening to it twice to understand what he was saying. But he was saying, you may not think that it matters that Donald Trump wants to round up the Hispanics because you're not one. You may think that it doesn't matter that he wants to register the Muslims because you're not one. But you better hope. That's astonishing. Wasn't that amazing? Yeah. That's it. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.